Hi everybody, welcome to another installment of You Do You. I'm Alan, the resident PhD in AV. Today we're going to talk about surround sound systems, how to hook them up, what wiring to use, why we use it, how to choose the right one. We're looking at maximizing performance here. So it's really important before we start off to understand what surround sound is. Okay, surround sound is not filling your house full of speakers. Surround sound is about creating an environment where you subconsciously believe that you're part of whatever you're watching. So if I'm watching a rainforest scene, for example, I might hear the people talking out of my center channel speaker. I might hear some action coming out of my front left and some action coming out of my front right. Now, my surround speakers, whether you're having a 5.1, which is 5 surround speakers and 1 subwoofer, or if you have a 7.1 or a 7.2, which would be 7 speakers and 1 or 2 subwoofers, it doesn't matter. Your front speakers are playing their own individual sound, and then maybe I have a 7.1. In my house, we're going to install a 7.1. So we have a speaker to my left, a speaker to my right, a speaker behind me to the right, a speaker behind me to the left. So since I'm in a rainforest, I might hear birds coming out of those speakers. I might hear wind, or I might hear rain, or monkeys, whatever different animals I might hear in a rainforest. Doesn't matter. But as I'm watching this film, I should be subconsciously immersed into whatever I'm watching. So it's not about just filling my house full of speakers. That's nonsense. There's no reason for that. Unless you just want music everywhere, there's no reason for that. Surround sound is really about trying to make this different, next level movie experience for you. So let's talk about how to hook up the system. It's really important for us to learn, to understand, before everything else, that when we enjoy a movie or a TV show, or whatever it's going to be, that we have audio and we have video. And those are two completely separate entities. Audio and video, our whole lives we've been taught that they travel together. We have one little coax cable we screw into the back of the TV. It gives us picture, it gives us sound. I can change the channel, I can turn it up. Piece of cake. I don't know why people are making this so difficult. That's not the case anymore. Now we have surround sound systems. We need to be able to manipulate and control that sound individually. Apart from the video. Some things get video only, some things get sound only. So it's really important for us to forget about the old practice of sound and picture travel together. Sound and picture, even today, they'll travel together again, thanks to HDMI, they'll do it again, but even still, we still need to be able to control them individually. So let's talk about how we do that. We have audio, we have video, now we have subcategories of digital and analog. We're going to cover those, and it's really important that you guys understand these because every system's different. I can't just go slam together a surround sound system and expect it to be the same in yours. You might have some type of old karaoke player or a DVD player or a surveillance system. There's tons of different options that you might have in your system that I'm not going to be able to show you today. So you're going to need to have all the tools in your toolbox so that you can hook your system together and get maximum performance for you. So let's talk first about analog. We'll go analog audio first. So the very first one we're going to talk about is coax. Now the coax is exactly what I'm talking about, the old one, the screw-on wire that you used to run from your VCR to your TV or from the cable jack outside up into the back of your TV. That's the screw-on coax. That's going to give you analog audio. We also can do composite audio. Composite audio. These are this is an RCA connection. Remember RCA, we're going to use RCA a lot. RCA is not a wire, it's a type of connector. An RCA connector is that guy right there. It's just a slip-on cable. You just bloop, put it on, you don't screw it on or anything like that. It just gets pushed on. So, when we're talking standard composite audio video, your video is yellow, your right audio is red, your left audio is white. So if I plug in the yellow only, I get picture only. If I plug in the white one, I get left audio only. Doesn't matter if I've got 500 speakers. If I got 500 speakers and I plug in the white one only, 250 of them are playing the left speaker. When I plug in the right one, the other 250 come on. So this is composite audio. We also have a subwoofer cable. A subwoofer cable is also going to be another RCA style cable. It's just going to go straight from the back of your surround sound receiver into the back of your subwoofer. As a side note, for the subwoofer cable, it needs to be long. Sometimes you might need 100 feet. I don't ever buy my RCA style cables. I always make them. I make them myself out of RG6. Now this is where there is an argument in the audio video industry. I always use RG6 when I run my subwoofer cables. But what they say, what people don't like about RG6 is a thicker cable, but it's not 100% copper. RG6 is an aluminum conductor with a copper cladding. So they call it copper clad aluminum, which, by the way, don't ever use your wire strippers to cut coax, because you're one shot, bam, and now your strippers are no good. That aluminum will ding them and they won't cut anymore. So anyways, RG6 makes fantastic subwoofer cabling. I've used it forever. I've had tremendous success with it. Works great. A lot of other guys will say, no, never use RG6, you have to use RG59, because RG59, even though it's a smaller cable, it's a smaller conductor, is 100% copper, and copper is a better conductor than aluminum, but it's smaller, so I don't know, that's kind of where your toss-up goes. I prefer RG6, I like RG6, but some guys prefer RG59. Either way you decide to go, that's fine. You can make your own RCA cable out of RG59 or RG6. So that'll do it for our analog audio. Let's go over here to our digital audio. Digital audio, first one on our list is going to be digital coax. Digital coax is another RCA connector, just like this one, except on the back of your receiver or on the back of your DVD player or whatever is going to carry that signal. Instead of being red or white or yellow, it's going to be orange or black. Okay, that's going to be your digital coax. Usually it'll say digital audio on the back and it'll have a little orange or black connector. That's one RCA connector that carries a digital signal. Remember, if we want surround sound, you're never going to get it out of composite audio. I don't care how you think that your system is manipulating it and whatever, but composite audio only gives you two signals, left and right. Digital coax is going to give you the surround sound. It's going to give you true 5.1 or 7.1 signal coming out of there. Okay, usually only 5.1. Okay. Next one on our list is optical. Optical audio is literally a fiber optic. It's a fiber optic cable. So if I plug this into the back of my DVD player, out of the other side of the wire, I'll see a red light. It's kind of cool. Plug that in. You can test it. Plug that into the back of your DVD player and look over here. There's a little red light. This is not copper inside of this thing. This is literally glass. This is glass. So it sends that light signal through here, bounces all around, comes out the other side, and you're going to get surround sound using this wire here. Okay? Last one on our list. Remember, these are only audio. There's no picture. If I hook these up, I get audio, no sound whatsoever. I'm sorry, no picture whatsoever, just sound. Next on our list is HDMI. HDMI is what the industry's going towards. I don't see this going away anytime soon. That's an HDMI cable right there. Okay, it looks a little bit like a computer cable. Pretty popular. It's come a long way. And when this thing first hit the market, we hated it. We hated it because we couldn't make our own. It's got a big connector on the end. It makes it really hard to run through the walls. It's just, we fought it like crazy. We all hated it. We all kind of thought it was going to go away. At the time HDMI came out, there was another wire called DVI and VGA, and they were trying to make their way onto the market, and they were both fading fast, so we kind of all assumed that HDMI would too, just because it was just giving us problems. Remember that HDMI is a digital cable, so it allows these equipment to talk to each other. So it used to be that your DVD player would send picture and sound to your TV and you're done. That's not the case anymore. With HDMI, your DVD player actually talks to your TV, and it says, okay, what's your resolution? What's your refresh rate? And they come to an agreement on what the picture is going to look like. That's why when it first came out, these devices, they couldn't talk to each other. There's all kinds of confusion. They're dropping signal, losing signal. Customers were mad as if it was our fault. But I mean, that was the technology. And we were really hoping that it would go away, but it didn't. And now it's pretty strong. It's pretty reliable. I kind of like it now. Now it's pretty. It's a great cable. Cables are now very reliable. They didn't used to be. You used to get like a 15-footer, and 50% of the time it wouldn't work. And the customer's mad at you and whatever, and you bought a high quality cable for the install, but it didn't work because it's just, that's the nature of the beast. So anyways, as you can see, this HDMI cable is also, oh my gosh, look at that. It's a digital video cable too. So you're right, HDMI carries high def video and high def sound. Okay? So that'll about do it for the audio side. Let's go to the video side here. Let's go all the way down to the bottom. This dinosaur right here called S-Video. S-Video, there might be a few of you guys still out there using S-Video. I don't even have an S-Video cable because it's this is pretty old technology. We're talking this really hit its heyday about, I don't know, probably 12 years ago. So it's really on the downswing. It looks like a mouse connector for your computer. It's just round and it's got a bunch of pins inside of it. That's the S-Video. It actually looks considerably better than composite video, but we're so far beyond that, it's kind of a step backwards. But some of you guys, if you have an option between composite and S, and you can use S is a much better option. It really does look a lot better than standard composite. So the next on our list, S-Video, we have VGA. VGA is a wide computer monitor style cable. It did kind of make its way into the AV industry for about 10 minutes, and it quickly made its way out. But there still might be a few applications out there where you would use it, so I'll talk about it. I don't know. I haven't used one, gosh, almost ever. Maybe like 3 or 4 times in my entire career. Coax, going back to the screw-on cable. You're never going to use that in a surround sound application except for the wire that brings your cable or dish signal to your cable or dish box. Next is component video. Component video, out of all the wires for video, my favorite by far is component video. It's a very reliable signal. I can make it out of RG6 or RG59. I can send it long distances. It's very reliable. It's very robust. You can get 1080i signal out of it. Fantastic. I really was sad to see it go. I mean, it's still around, but nobody uses it anymore because now everybody goes to HDMI. So component video can do 1080p. It can do 1080p, but the manufacturers never pushed it to that limit. They didn't want it to go there because when they have HDMI, as a side note, just a little story for you guys, one of the reasons that HDMI came so popular is because the devices know what you're doing on the other end. For example, let's say I've got a DVD and I want to protect the copyright of that DVD. So when I hook that DVD player up to a DVD recorder using an HDMI cable, no problem, no problem, no problem, till that DVD recorder hits record, bam, when it hits record, it sends a signal to the DVD player, and DVD player says, whoa, I don't think so, this disc is copyrighted, no way. And it won't let you, it won't allow you to copy the disc. Component video, the DVD player has no idea what's on the other side of that wire. It could be a DVD recorder, it could be a TV, it's got no idea. So they can't control what you're doing on the other side. They can't protect the copyrights. That's one of the big reasons HDMI became so popular. There's other reasons too, but that's one of the big ones. The manufacturers really pushed for that wire. As a matter of fact, now that HDMI has become accepted as a norm, they completely got rid of component video, and in most cases, they completely get rid of composite video. They don't want you doing anything except for HDMI, which is a pain in the butt for a lot of applications. I'm doing a dentist office right now the dentist is kind of upset that we can't find a DVD player that has composite video. Anyways, so component video, fantastic cable. Some of you guys might still be using that out there. Great cable, but you know, we have to go with the industry, and the industry says use HDMI. So if we can upgrade to HDMI, great. If not, we can still use component. Composite video, that goes back to that red, white, yellow. That's the yellow wire. Okay, so that'll do it for our analog section here. Our digital section, we've got DVI. DVI was in the market, once again, for about another 10 minutes. Yeah, great picture quality, it's a great wire. It was huge, it was impossible to run. We couldn't make it in the field, so like I said, it lasted about 10 minutes, and it's gone. So really the go-to wire is going to be HDMI. Fantastic wire, you get 1080p quality with it. Great picture, great sound, very reliable these days, very reliable. It's very, very, very rare that I see problems. The last time that I saw problems with the HDMI cable was when 4K hit the market. 4K hit the market, we really had a hard time with the wires carrying the 4K signal. Even now, that was a few years ago, even now it's much, much, much better. Okay, so that about does it for our audio video cabling. Now we know what the wire does. We know how to use it in our situation. We're going to go apply that to our surround sound hookup. Remember, every system's different, and we want to maximize the quality of our system. So we want to use the best wire possible in every situation, making sure that we're getting exactly what we paid for. All right? Thanks again for joining us. And, oh, we have a question in the back? Yes, you. Yeah, the handsome one in the back. Yes, what's your question? Yeah, I got a question. Thanks for calling on me. All I'm hearing a lot of talk, you know, I'm hearing a lot of talk about RCA this and RCA that. Like I want to know, like you're saying if this is RCA and that's RCA, can I like mix and match them, you know what I'm saying? Can I like take a component video and can I make a composite video? Can I take a composite video and can I make it into a subwoofer cable? Is that what you're trying to tell me right now? And by the way, go Pats, huh? This is Brady's here. This is Brady's here. Yeah. All right, first of all, I don't know why you're talking like that, but that really is a really good question. So in case you guys didn't catch that, he's asking, since all these wires, component video, composite video, digital coax, subwoofer, since they're all RCA style cables, can't you interchange them? Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. That is a huge misconception outside of the professionals in the industry. Yes, they can all be interchanged. Now, be careful because some wires are higher quality than others. For example, your subwoofer cable needs to be a high quality cable. Don't go get some crappy wire that comes in a box and try to use it for your subwoofer. Go spend some money on these wires, okay? There's a huge difference between using a high quality RCA and a low quality RCA. Basically, here's the rule of thumb. If it comes in a box, like these did, throw them away. Garbage, 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 garbage. Go out and spend anywhere between $1 to $3 per foot for your RCA cables. And then when you make them, that's fine too. If you use a high quality RG6 or a high quality RG59 and you put the connectors on correctly, you're going to have a high quality cable. So all of these things, they can all be interchanged. There's no difference. The component video, that's your red, blue, green on the back of your TV or on the back of your subwoofer. Component is red, blue, green. Composite's red, white, yellow. You can take a red, white, yellow and put it on a red, blue, green. As long as they're high quality cables, you're still going to get the same quality out of the system. Same thing with your subwoofer. So don't be afraid to mix and match. That is a fantastic question. I get that one a lot. I get a lot of cable guys that are new in the industry that don't understand that and kind of get confused on why my colors don't match the colors on the back of the devices. It's fine. I can mix and match. It still works great as long as it's all high quality stuff. All right, fantastic question. Hate the accent. Fantastic question. Thanks a lot. You have no more questions? All right, thanks everybody. Let's go head over to the surround sound system and let's get started.